I'm a firm believer in that the early Castlevania games left huge footprints in the gaming world that fans of the series still feels the effects of today. Recently, Konami has been in a huge downward spiral, starting with the cancellation of PT, a new installment in the Silent Hill series that truly surprised and made gamers all over the world come together to solve the various puzzles. After that disaster, they massacred the remaining soul of Metal Gear Solid, and now they're a shadow of their former self. Which leaves Castlevania to probably either die and in time be forgotten, or be a victim of €10 save slot DLCs. Although it may be a horrible night to be cursed with this predicament, fear not, for our savior has revealed himself. Koji Igarashi, formerly involved with successes such as the highly acclaimed Symphony of the Night, left Konami in 2014 and launched a Kickstarter in 2015. Igarashi set out to prove that the old formula of Metroid, or Igavanias as they are called, is still relevant today. And after raising a substantial $5.5 million, I think he's onto something. A Kickstarter goal I personally adore was the NES-styled Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, a stunning, polished homage to especially the NES Castlevania games, made in cooperation with Inti Creates, and it's well worthy of the $20 it costs on Steam or consoles. It even inspired me to start my own Vania-esque game. See for yourself! Well, I'm not done yet, okay? After some delays and an early trailer for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, fans started becoming worried that the game would get the same sorry treatment that Mighty No. 9 got. The graphics looked shoddy and the criticism came in like a huge tsunami, mostly talking down on the animations and lighting, even comparing it to an early alpha game. So it got delayed again. During E3 this year, Iga surprised the world with another trailer, not only confirming the game's release date, but also showing how to take the major criticisms of the game in stride and turn it into something positive. The graphics, lighting and animations had been improved massively, and the launch trailer further solidified how important it is to listen to criticisms, valid ones, while also announcing 13 free fucking DLCs. Putting quality first and foremost, and in Iga's own words, making a game the way it should be done. I mean, if I could personally bow my head in respect to you, Iga, I would. You can tell he really cares about delivering a great product, and for us to be happy to buy and play it. Ritual of the Night lets you control Miriam, a so-called shardbinder, humans who've been infused with malevolent crystals all over their bodies. Most of these were used as sacrifices to quell the demonic threat over the land, but two shardbinders are still alive, Miriam and Jebel. Jebel stole Miriam's diary and now they're mortal enemies. So with the help of the church and an alchemist, which coincidentally has the same name as me, Miriam is off to find Jebel and fight demons. All in the style of old Castlevania games. A thing I greatly appreciate is the variation in all the different weapons and skills you can find and use. Kill the guy with the spear, maybe he'll drop it. You kill a dude shooting arrows, now you can shoot arrows too. You can literally use a shovel to impale your enemies. Every enemy has the potential to drop a shard. Shards can offer both offensive, defensive, passive and other effects, and they're a great way to personalize your playstyle. The weapons each have their own models and attack animations, in addition to having a special skill which can be found through reading books and other hints. I have to say that these variations are fantastic, and it's one of those things that keeps you going for another hour or two. There is just a mountain of content and hidden things to discover, including some charming moments, and the finished product is all in all great. I'm not going to talk about the Switch version, I've heard some bad things about it, but I'm confident that the team is heavy at work to fix those issues. While the game doesn't look spectacular, especially on consoles, it achieves its goal of reminding you of those 2D Metroidvania games, but still manages to look good in certain places. The 3D environments can really be quite beautiful at times. The animations follow the same fate pretty much, and while they feel stiff at times, they are nowhere near bad. What is bad, however, is that the game is prone to substantial frame drops, and it can even crash suddenly. I had it happen twice so far, one time when I just finished a long area without having the ability to save, resulting in 35 minutes down the drain. Another thing that I quite dislike is keeping true to the classic Metroidvania formula, is the vagueness of things, especially when it comes to progressing through the game. I came upon one particular point in the game where I had gotten an item, and I figured I'd use it to continue my progress, but no results. So unfortunately I had to look it up, but that's the only bad things I found about the game, literally. Otherwise it's just a total blast to play. Yeah, the quests could have been more interesting instead of fetching quests or kill these monsters a certain amount of times and get this item and give it to me, etc. But they do their job. I have no qualms to recommend you this game. Absolutely none. This is also why I don't want to talk about it too much, because I don't want to spoil that certain first time feeling of playing through a game blind. I want you to experience this game the way it's meant to be experienced. The combination of Michiru Yamane's brilliant score, the programmers and artists at Artplay, Iga's vision, and the countless supporters who backed the game, we now stand here with something special. I firmly believe that Bloodstained has taken up the cape of Castlevania and will continue to bring those who love these games together in a shared fondness of the genre. What it does is that it promises a future I'm really looking forward to.